everybody, thanks for tuning in to another episode of On Foot Bassin. I really appreciate your time taken out of your day to watch this video. So today marks something pretty cool at the channel. As you can see, I'm not currently fishing right now. I'm about to fish. I mean, right behind that camera is a bunch of woods with a nice pond in it. But what I want to open up in this YouTube channel is a tips and techniques series. I want to kind of open you up to how I catch fish, what I've been doing in order to put fish on land, or when I fish tournaments, put fish in the boat. And hopefully, if you pay attention, hopefully you can learn something from these. Fishing is nothing if you don't learn from it. And I want to do everything I can to use my experiences and my mistakes to help your learning curve come around quicker. So to start things off, one of the things what I want to talk about today, this video is going to be dedicated to how to turn your lost or missed bass. How do you take a lost or missed fish and turn it into a catch? Now, a lot of times, whether you're in a tournament or you're fun fishing, let's say you're fishing you're fishing your creature bait or your popper, and you feel a bite or you see a bite, and you go to set the hook and you get a few cranks on that fish, and you're like, oh, it's a giant, I hope I catch this one, and it pops off, and you're just destroyed. You just lost a big fish. Maybe it's the only bite you've gotten all day. But yeah, you can catch those fish. Now, there is a myth that I would like to knock out of the park before we go any further. A lot of anglers think that once you stick a fish with a hook, it's game over. That fish isn't going to bite again. Wrong. They are not uncatchable. Listen, if you make a long cast and you bring that fish all the way back to the boat, and he spits you right under the boat, he takes a dive and the hook pulls or whatever, yeah, no, you're probably not going to catch that fish again because you don't really know where he's going to go. But if you lose a fish on the first few cranks, or you miss a fish, you just found like 50% of your puzzle. One of the hardest things in fishing, you just found the fish. When you miss a fish or you lose a fish, there is a 100% guarantee that there is at least one fish in that area. And for every fish that's in an area, there is another few fish that want to be there. They are not random. Bass are not smart creatures. They live solely on instinct. Okay? Their brain's about that big. So they can't do math problems, they can't reason, but they know what conditions best suit their survival needs, and they know that when they see something that's smaller than them, that looks alive, they think, yeah, there's my meal, there's my breakfast. I don't know what I'm gonna get to eat again since I'm living out in the wild, and you gotta eat. And there's been a lot of studies that have been done to suggest that fish don't feel pain. I really don't know if it's true. I'm not an ecologist. I love nature, but I don't know exactly for sure. But it makes sense that they don't. I mean, how many times have you seen fish with like numerous hook holes in their mouth and they still bite again? Like a lot. And think of this. Let's say a fish gets poked by a hook and they start feeling resistance from you. They don't know that there's some guy named Bob holding a 7-foot bait caster reeling in that lure. That bass thinks he grabbed something and his dinner got away from him. Think out in the wild. If you're up north, like the Great Lakes, Oneida Lake, St. Lawrence, and you fish for smallmouths. Those smallmouth eat gobies. They have nasty spines on their fins. I'm sure a lot of you all over the country have been stabbed when trying to take a sunfish off the hook, and obviously crayfish can pinch you. So when a bass maybe feels a little poke, it may not feel like ow to them, it may not hurt them, but they do feel something. And what they think of is that maybe a bluegill or a crayfish poked them and got away. That's what they're thinking. So that fish is not uncatchable. Now I want to bring you to a scenario. Let's say, you just launched, or you just got to the pond or lake, whatever. It's early in the morning. It's just that perfect topwater moment. The water's crystal clear. It's calm, just like a mirror. You can see your reflection down there. Not a wave or ripple in sight on the water. There's a little mist in the air. It's a nice late spring, summer day. And you're thinking, yeah, let's go through that topwater. I'm going to start out throwing a popper. And, you're going ploop, ploop, and one rolls on it. Or one grabs it, and you get a few cranks, and he pops off. You're like, shoot. That stinks. Well, that fish is not uncatchable. As I said before, that alerts you that that is a productive spot. There are fish in that area. At least one. And like I said, when there's one in an area, there are more that want to be there. Because it's not random. Now, what fish can expect, though, their instinct tells them that when they hit something, it's going to weaken it. So there's two approaches you can do. You can A, try not to pull the popper away, or the topwater away, or any of the lure away from where you just lost that fish. Maybe wait for him to come back around. But if that doesn't work, what you want to do is reel your bait in and throw something that goes just under the surface. A weightless stick bait, like a Senko, a super fluke, a jerk bait. A super fluke, I mean weightless. Throw something that goes just under the surface, because when they hit something, they're expecting that fish, that bait fish or whatever, to be stunned, and it's going to fall a little bit. It's not going to be doing the same thing it was doing before. So if you throw your popper back out there, or your frog, or whatever, it doesn't sit right. It's not natural to have the bait be like indestructible and unaffected by a giant predator that just hit him. So make it look realistic. Have that Senko fall slowly. Have a slow falling tube. And those fish, their breakfast just got away from them. They're looking for that meal, and they see that bait falling slowly, and they go and grab it. And now you have your other shot, your next shot to catch that fish. It's the same thing. Let's say you roll up to that perfect dock, hard bottom. There's a flat on one side of the dock, deep water on the other side of the dock. The dock, there's about 3 to 4.5 to 5 feet of water underneath the dock. It's just perfect. You throw under your jig or your Senko, and you miss a fish, you lose a fish just getting out of the dock, or he wraps you around and pulls off or whatever. That fish just lost his meal. For all he knows, he got stabbed in the roof of the mouth by a bluegill or a crayfish, right? Throw back in there maybe something that looks a little bit different. Maybe throw a different profile, but the same color. So if you got that fish on a Senko, on a green pumpkin, red flake Senko, whatever, do the same thing with a tube. Do the same color. It's a little bit different profile. A tube can imitate a wide variety of things, and you might just catch that fish. So I hope this video has helped you out a little bit. Please leave below in the comments any questions you may have, and I will answer them. So thank you for watching once again, and good luck on the water. I appreciate it.